Football Live Show, Sundays at 6 p.m. for your football fix on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and PF Radio. Check out our website at properfootball.co.uk.
Well, folks, wow. Only me. We've had nothing but trouble, and I've literally only just got it sorted after 2 days, and I've come on because we said we would. So if you're going to jump off. If not, I'm going to have a little bit of a show all on my own, and we've had a bit of fun. I've got a few videos and everything else, and we'll go from there. So please join in and chat to me. Anyone want to come on? If you want to come on, drop me a line on there. Let me know where to send the link to. You can come and join me. But yeah, we were supposed to go live. Obviously, we postponed Sunday because of moving for the England game. Oh, John Masters, Mike Howe, how are you? Yeah, I wonder if you can put up with me on my own. Don't worry, I'll talk for them all anyway. So, so we postponed Sunday because of the England game. And then yesterday, nothing but real big problems with Restream. And again today, hence why it is nearly 15:15. I said I'll be on at 7. Nigel can't make it. He's busy, unfortunately, doing something there. His mum's ill in hospital, and we wish her all the very best. And unfortunately, Greg didn't get home from work, and Dan's driving a train. So he's stuck with me. So what we're going to talk about? Well, we had a great day Saturday down at Carlton Town. It was non-league day. I'll tell you a little bit about that. And I've got some footage. I've got a couple of crazy goals to show you. It will be a short one, but please join in. So Saturday was non-league day. And a lot of the non-league clubs had some bumper crowds. Notts County had over 16,000, which was mental. But we went down to Carlton Town, who are friends of the show anyway, and Boatsy, Gary Clark down there, who's more than welcoming. Anyway, what it was, we took Nigel down as their VIP guest. This is a little programme. Ooh, see that? And in the programme is a little bit about Nigel, because he went down to do a Q&A. So Nigel, and I've got some footage of the Q&A. I might show you a little bit of that. I think I'll put it on there. I'm not sure actually, but yeah, he's got a little mention in the program, and I had it all ready to go, and now I can't find it. Little picture of him, and it says a little bit about him and everything. Anyway, it's in the program. I can't find it now. There we are. See, Nigel, look at him, looking young there, eh? That's he did a Q&A down there. It was really good. They were playing Stockton Town. It was a really, really good day, and they were really, really welcoming, and it was a lot of fun. We've done a big video blog which should be released tomorrow night, and that's got lots of interviews on it with different people. We did an interview with Johnny Owen from TalkSport, also with Ian Storey-Moore, legend of Nottingham Forest, and played Man United back in the 70s. Prolific goal scorer, absolutely prolific, and he was down there, and we've got a great interview with him as well. But I'll tell you what we'll do. Let's talk a little bit about England, and I need your comments on this. I didn't watch the game last night. Let's have a look what we got here. There they go. See, Hugh Pritchard, thank you, mate. Bangor had 1,873, biggest non-league club in Wales. 1,876 there. Fantastic. Anyone else at non-league football over the weekend? Give us a shout on here. Let us know, what was the crowd like. Anyway, let's talk about England quickly. I did see the Italian game. I watched that. Don't know, what can you say about it. I think one thing is, a win's a win, and to get a win in Italy, you cannot really knock anyone, can you? But the comments from certain players of, these are the top side in Europe. No, don't think so. Italy probably really having a bad time, and probably won't get very far in the competition either. But yeah, I didn't see yesterday's game 2-0. All I've heard is second half it was pretty much back to normal. Boring football, but hey, wins are wins, and looks like Germany, here we come. So I'll tell you what I do. it's a difficult one doing it on your own because I've got no one to bounce off. So if you've got anything, please put it up. I'll tell you what, I've got a couple of crazy goals. So let's have a look at them, shall we? Start with this one.
Hey, how you doing? Come on.
Nice keeper.
There you go. Crazy long one. That was Greenwich Challenger Vets down in the Sunday League, down near Greenwich, I guess. What a crazy goal that was. I've got one more for you as well. And this one's Ramsgate against Haywards Heath. So
Last chance.
cool. Now, I don't know if that was playing for you because that was freezing on my picture. But no, yeah, it looks like it was. Crazy goal. Right, okay. So Carlton Town, they went down 2-0 to Stockton, and Stockton third in the league, looking to push for playoffs. The thing about Carlton Town was that they come off the back of 4 straight away wins. They've been in the bottom all season. 4 straight away wins. It's just crazy, isn't it? And like I say, we've done a big blog down there, plenty of interviews with managers, players from both clubs, and a few special guests, and a little bit of footage of our Nigel's Q&A, which went very, very well. Right, okay. One of the things about it was I interviewed a chap, and this is embarrassing, really embarrassing, really, when you think about it. So I did an interview with a chap called Ian. I didn't really realise who he was. And like I say, you'll be able to see this whole video tomorrow evening. And I did this interview, and I'm interviewing away, and I've been told he's a bit of a legend. I looked into him after I've done this interview, and it's Ian Storey-Moore. And in the 70s, he played for Nottingham Forest, scoring 105 goals for Nottingham Forest. And he moved to Man United, where he would have played, you know, alongside some of the big names. And he also got an England cap as well back in, I think, 1972. He scored 11 goals for Man United and had a really, really bad injury. Took him out of the game for about 4 years. Came back and played non-league football at Burton Albion, who he went on to manage. And he knocked another 42 goals in for them. And there's me interviewing him, not realising. But you'll be able to catch that on our blog of what happened Saturday, because of course, it was non-league day and we wanted to celebrate it. And what better way to do it than go along to a Tier 8 club and do that. So, what else have I got to talk about? I don't know. I'm going to run out of things to talk about, I think. So, let's have a look at some of the results. I wasn't expecting to even get on, to be honest, because of all the problems we've been having. But let's have a look. Let's have a little run through what happened at the weekend. And we'll go from there. Bear with me a second, people. Got a few watching. I think we might have to change from a Sunday to a midweek for this show. It seems to work quite well. But like I say, we were supposed to do it yesterday and absolutely had nothing but trouble again today. But I've jumped on anyway because we said we'd be on. The show must go on, as they say. And hey, I'm stuck trying to find things to say now because I've got no one to talk to. Right, okay, so let's have a look. So over the weekend, what happened? Obviously, we know we won't talk about the, Scotland getting a 3-0 win against Cyprus on Saturday. We know what the England score was. So let's have a look at League One. Charlton Athletic getting a 1-1 draw against Wycombe Wanderers. So have a look down there. Any other? Derby losing again. Peterborough's always a difficult place to go, isn't it? But that was Derby could miss out on the playoffs if they're not careful. They've slipped up the last few games now. So it's Peterborough 2, Derby 0. Portsmouth drawing at home to Port Vale 2-2. dropping down into the League Two, and we will go into non-league. So Northampton picking up 2-0 win at Doncaster Rovers, putting them second. Obviously, Leyton Orient drawing with Hartlepool 1-1, but still standing out on top of that league. So down into National League, where Wrexham got a 3-0 win against York City with a full house there. And of course, as I've already mentioned, Notts County getting a full house of, over 16,000 at Notts County for their 4-0 win over Scunthorpe. But obviously, Wrexham have got the upper hand in the National League now and looking very, very strong in that regard. But then, hey, they're playing Man United. What do you think to that as well? So they are playing Manchester United. I've got a few things coming up. Wales getting a 1-0 draw in Croatia. Unreal result for us Welsh. Yes, Hugh, you're absolutely right. I did see that and I thought, wow, that is a great result away at Croatia for Wales. No, you're absolutely right. But yeah, Wrexham playing Man United out in San Diego on the 25th of July. What do you think to that? It's certainly Hollywood money paying for that. And you know what? They're going to have a massive crowd out there, aren't they? Because I think everyone in America has decided we're going to support Wrexham. Hugh, what are your thoughts on Wrexham and what's going on there? Give us your thoughts, mate, if you would. That'd be great. Looking at some of the other results. What we got here? Off to the Wales-Latvia game match at Cardiff City Stadium. Apparently sold out, but not official as yet. Well, it was a great result against Croatia. So, they should be filling, Jamie. You should definitely be filling that stadium. I think Welsh football, international-wise, has come on leaps and bounds, hasn't it, last few years? And had a degree of success in terms of getting to some of the finals. So, yeah, I think... And they've done you proud, let's be honest. I think maybe in the last one, the World Cup out in Qatar, yeah, maybe lessons to be learned from that one. But previous to that, considering that was it 1954 when Wales previously got to top competition? You've got to say things are looking up. And yeah, let's hope you do for that. And like I say, off the back of a really, really good result. Just touching on a couple of other results. Poor old Oldham Athletic getting a 1-0 draw against Solihull Moors. Not found that league very easy, old Oldham, have they? Really? But hey, it's a tough old league. Hugh, I'm from Bangor, so I don't really like Wrexham, but I do like what Ryan Reynolds and Rob are doing at the club and doing for Wales. You know what? I remember driving up work-wise, going up to Wrexham, and as you're coming into it now, you've got that sort of, I don't know what it is, some sort of man-made hill there, I think, and they've got Wrexham as if it's Hollywood written across it. It's quite funny. But absolutely, yeah, it's good for what you're doing. But you know what, Hugh, that's something we need to look at, the Welsh League, and look at some. We did do some work on, I think it was Bangor, some mad fans, great away fans, loud and noisy. I think it's time that we must pop up to one of the games without a doubt, and put a bit of a exposure onto the Welsh League, because I don't think no one does, do they? Everyone forgets about it. And like you say, 1,800 at Bangor, brilliant, great crowd. So I think, yeah, we have to have a look at that. Maybe we come visit Bangor, Hugh. Maybe you can sort it out with us. Let us know. Drop us a line. Okay, so let's have a look down into National League North. What the big games down there? Someone's nearly got it sewn up, but I'll tell you what we'll do. Let's have a quick look at the league tables and go from there with it. So we are getting near the end of play now, aren't we? So we are focusing a little bit on the non-league side of things today, because it was a non-league weekend. And yeah, I'm not supposed to be on my own, but I am. So, like we already know, look, Wrexham, they've got a 4-point gap and a game in hand over Notts County. But, you know, I hear reports about Notts County supposed to be playing magnificent football as well, getting great crowds. But obviously Wrexham, you know, with that, like we've just been discussing, the whole American influence that they've got is doing the club wonders. But certainly Wrexham and Notts County flying way above the rest. Woking down in third, you know, on 71 points, and Notts County on 94. You can see the gap that them two clubs have created in the National League. And then you've got sort of in the playoffs there, because the playoffs are a bit confusing. I've never got my head around it, but at the moment you've got Woking, Chesterfield, Barnet, Eastleigh and Boreham Wood languishing down there. Let's have a little look into. I was talking to the. I'm changing subjects quickly. I was talking to the manager of Stockton Town, and they are in Northern Premier, North East Division, along with Carlton Town. I was chatting away, and Worksop have already won their league. They've won the league, and they will go up into the next tier. But again, you know, something we talk about regular on this show is about budgets. And again, you know, the playing field, even down in the non-league, we see it in elite football, but it's also there in non-league football. You've got people with money and people that ain't. And those with money are the ones that are getting success. And that is obviously evident in the Northern Premier North East Division. With Worksop got a bit of money, and they've already won the league there. Let's have a Hugh. If you're thinking of coming to Welsh domestic game, Bangor are playing Real on the 8th of April. Big North Wales derby with a big crowd expected. Look at some videos of last time Bangor played Real on social media. Okay, Hugh, I will check it out. I'm not sure whether that's going to come too quick for me to get that arranged, but certainly we would definitely like to have a look at the Welsh League, and I think maybe Bangor will be the one we'll come and have a look at, and you can introduce us. Let's just have a quick look at National League North. So this, I can never say the name right. So out on top there, five. Oh, they're looking really strong as well. It's AFC Flied. I can't pronounce it. I never have. I hate that one. Every time I say it, I can't pronounce it. This is one of them. They are 2 points. 2 games in hand and 5 points clear. So they're looking very, very strong. We're talking about money in the non-league game, and Kings Lynn sitting in second spot. Don't look like they're going to get that top spot. But again, another club that have got a lot of backing, a lot of finance going on there. So sitting in the massive amount of I can't remember how it all works. I did go through it once, but the way they do it, the playoff thing, it's quite strange because there's actually 6 teams that actually go into the playoffs. And currently you've got Kings Lynn, Chester, Brackley, Darlington, Jeff. I should have maybe got Jeff on. If you're watching tonight, Jeff, 0-0 draw at my local club, Kettering. Chorley and Scarborough Athletic. Scarborough, the Phoenix club that was once upon a time Scarborough, now Scarborough Athletic, reborn. So yeah, that's what's happening down in that one. And we just I think Ebbsfleet, when I look into this one, I'm sure Ebbsfleet are very close to securing their place up in the National League. Out of the National League South, Ebbsfleet up there on, yes, they're 91 points. Dartford just behind them on 70. That's 21 point difference. They've got a couple of games in hand. They're not going to get caught. I mean, it'd be crazy to think that they're not going to pull it off. Strange things have happened, I suppose, in football. But Ebbsfleet looking very much like they are going to be wandering their way. In the National League, Dartford sitting down there in second, along with Oxford City, Chelmsford, Braintree, Worthing and St Albans currently taking up the league positions for the playoffs. Okay, so with not a lot of football going on in the higher echelons and not having anyone with me, it's been quite a difficult one. Anyone got anything they would like to talk about with me? If you have, pop it on there. Like I say, we've had an awful lot of technical issues. It's really been quite difficult to get this all set up, and I could have put a couple more videos on. Actually, why don't I try to of what happened Saturday? I've got some clips of Nigel's. That's what we do. Let's get a couple of clips of I've got a clip here of Nigel doing his Q&A. So let's get that up. This is part of Nigel's Q&A that he did at Carlton Town, and great. Oh no, that didn't upload. I wonder why that is. Let's try it again. Didn't have time to upload anything, I'm afraid, today. Like I said, I wasn't even sure we were going to get on. Let's try this one. Is this one going to get? Just bear with me, folks. Come on. Like I say, we'll be back to normal on Sunday. Have the team all back. We have possibly, and I can't tell you who, possibly got a very big name going to be joining us one of these Sundays. Very exciting, but can't say no more about it at the moment. I'm trying to get some download here of some of one of the interviews. Like I say, this Ian Storey-Moore. I'd like to get his interview. Really good, and I didn't embarrassingly didn't realise how big a legend the fella is back in the 70s, and see if I can get a bit of Nigel's Q&A, which he did down the club. And it looks like, hopefully, he's going to be joining Johnny Owen on his show on TalkSport off the back of that. So that would be great as well. But, yeah. So, did anyone make any comment about Man United playing Wrexham in San Diego? What do we think to that? Conte, he left. Took a while for them to let him know, wasn't it? It took too long, really, didn't it? But there we are. Tottenham now, Conte-less, as they would say. Right, I think I've got this one that we did on Saturday. Like I say, tomorrow, sometime in the evening, we'll be releasing the video of our day at Carlton Town and Stockton Town for non-league day. A great day. Some really good interviews. I'm going to give you one of these now. This is a gentleman I'm telling you about. I'm probably telling you, and you probably know who it is. Ian Storey-Moore. I interviewed this fellow without realising quite what a legend he is. But have a look at this anyway. This is part of our, shall we say, documentary that we've done that will be released tomorrow. But this is Ian Storey-Moore down at Carlton Town with me on Saturday. Okay, folks, so I'm joined by Ian, who used to play for Forest back in the 60s and 70s.
Yeah, late 60s,
early 70s.
Yeah.
And that, I've been told, an absolute Forest legend.
Thank you.
And I've seen, to be fair, some of the reaction of some of the people in here, they were like beaming the fact you were here.
Yeah.
Amazing that you come down. It's non-league football day. It's amazing you come down and help support the local grassroots clubs, because they're so important to football.
Oh,
aren't they?
absolutely. Yeah, I mean, I used to be when I finished football, I was the manager at Burton Albion when they were non-league then, and they've done remarkably well since. And then after that, I went to a little club called Shepshed Charterhouse, who were non-league as well. So yeah, I know what non-league's all about, but generally, and on a Saturday when they're playing, of course, at home, I would go to Forest, where I played there for 10 years, and either Burton Albion, because of my connection with Burton Albion, a big friend of the chairman there, the owner. So I try and support those two clubs.
And a great story, Burton Albion, like you say, non-league and getting up
remarkably
into
well,
the leagues.
Oh, they've done remarkably well, and you know, they, as you say, I think they came, well, as you quite rightly said, they came through the non-league structure, and you know, they actually had one season in the championship.
They did. Right, so there you go. That's a snippet of some of the work we did on Saturday down at Carlton Town. And like I say, Ian Storey-Moore, legend and prolific goal scorer. 116 league goals for Forest and Man United. 105 of them coming at Forest. Dreadful injury took him out of league football for a few years. He did return, and he did play for Burton Albion before managing them, and banged in another 42 goals. So, yeah, unbelievable. Can't download anymore, I'm afraid. It ain't letting me. Like I said, we've had a few technical issues. We're getting them all sorted, and this is why I'm on today as well, to make sure it is working. You know, so it is what it is. Like I said, let's just have a little gander quickly as well I've lost it now. What have I done with that? Bear with me. Right. Okay. So England getting both of their wins, a terrific. Scotland also off to a winning start. Northern Ireland going down 1-0 at home to Finland. I guess you would say is a bit of a blow for them boys. So bear with me. There we are. Right, okay. So let's just check out a few more of the international scene. Like I say, if any of you, got another one popping up here. Ben Cliff, good evening, Gary. Hope you're good, mate. Mate, I could have done with someone coming on today like you. We've been talking a lot about non-league. So I guess you was at a game on Saturday. What game was that, mate? Let us know. I'm on my own, and we've had a lot of technical issues, so I'm holding the fort because we promised we'd be on. So the show must go on. And I'm trying to keep it going with not a lot of success, I think, is to be fair. But obviously, we've got kick-off any minute now. Wales, Latvia, and Scotland, Spain. That's a tough one, isn't it? For Scotland, real tough cookie there. Interesting to see. Obviously, them getting a 3-0 win. Was it Cyprus? I think they beat on Saturday. Let me just check that. Yeah, 3-0 win at home to Cyprus. Spain getting a 3-0 win over Norway. So, yeah, it'd be interesting to see how they get on. Again, just repeating that. Great win, great draw for Wales as well there. And then, obviously, like I say, Northern Ireland going down at home to Finland, 1-0, which not the start they would have wanted at all. England getting their 2-0 win over Ukraine. Any comments on that game? I didn't see it. Let me know. What was it like? I've been told second half was typical, didn't bother really pushing it. Or maybe, just maybe they didn't want to. Maybe they didn't want to humiliate Ukraine in the current situation we're in. I don't know. I didn't watch it. Tell me what you think. Poor old Gibraltar I don't know though. Was that a bad result? Netherlands 3, Gibraltar 0. Get it right, Cal. Was that a bad result for them? Because let's face it, they normally get a good hiding. Netherlands are not a mug side, are they? 3-0, not bad, I think. And that was in Holland, or the Netherlands, as you're supposed to say. Republic of Ireland going down 1-0 at home to France. That pretty much wraps it up, doesn't it, until tonight's games. Which Scotland, Spain kicking off now, Wales and Latvia kicking off now, and see what happens after that, I suppose. Right, listen, folks, I'm really struggling to keep it going, in all fairness. Thank you guys for all coming on as you have through the half an hour I've been on. Wow. But I think you all know I can talk for England. I know a few people talk more than me as well. But anyway, we wouldn't mind getting up to Wales and seeing some of the Welsh League football. It was a great weekend for non-league football, and that's what it is. And one key thing about it was, please keep an eye out for our video that we've done, sort of mini documentary type of thing. Lots of interviews with good people, and the one thing is you can have a beer whilst watching the game. Makes a big difference. And I never even put my focus on here, right? Did I? No, never did. But anyway, we'll be back normal Sunday, folks. I'm sorry it's been a bit slapdash. To be fair, it has. It didn't even feel it was coming on. I'll be honest. Literally 2 minutes to go, and I've decided, look, we've got it working, let's get on and at least give people something. Some great stuff on our thing. There's a great interview as well with the lass from Stoke. I forgot her name now. Anyway, great interview with her on the website. Check it out. Unbelievable. Some lovely photos on there as well. Also, another football card for our defibrillator fund. Danny's doing that as well, so keep an eye out for that. And please, if you're feeling flush enough enter in. It all goes towards a defibrillator that we will donate. I think we've raised about £300 so far on the defibrillator. So, definitely. John Masters, good luck to the boy. Yes, Watford at Luton on Saturday, and we'll see what happens there, shall we? Don't know whether I'm looking forward to that result coming through or not at the moment. We'll see. But how are you, John? Anyway, good to hear from you. Okay, like I say, thank you very much, everyone, for coming on. Sorry again for it being a bit slapdash. Didn't even think up until about 7:15 that I'd be on, but I've come on anyway. Back to normal Sunday. Nigel back on. I think Dan's on. Got some great guests lined up in the future as well, and can't say about a couple of them because just can't. Anyway, we'll hold on to that. But yeah, so I'll tell you what. Have a lovely evening. Be safe. Good luck to Scotland and Wales tonight in their respective games. I hope you get win for the home countries. Why not? And we'll see you all on Sunday. Like I say, check out the website. Rue, that's it. Rue, the Stoke City lass. Check out her take on football, modern day football. Got lots of questions in there. Some cracking photos of the casual gear that she wears and everything, football culture gear. So yeah, check that out. Speak to you all again soon, Sunday at 6:00. Can't wait.
The Proper Football Live Show, Sundays at 6 p.m. for your football fix on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and PF Radio. Check out our website.